Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, My Classroom with Prema Ma'am. Students, in my previous video, I have taught you about the skin, which is also known as the jacks of all trades. And I hope now you know why it is known as the jacks of all trades. So continuing the same chapter, today I will be teaching you the skin part 2. So what are we waiting for? Get ready with your paper and pen. Let's start. Students, today in this video, I will be teaching you about the structure of skin. So here in the screen you can see there are the two main components of skin. The very first is the skin proper and the second is the derivatives of skin. स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ स्किन को हम दो में डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे. पहला है स्किन प्रॉपर, दूसरा है डेरिवेटिव ऑफ स्किन. द स्किन प्रॉपर इज अगेन डिवाइडेड इनटू एपिडर्मिस एंड डर्मिस एंड द डेरिवेटिव्स ऑफ स्किन आर हेयर, नेल्स, मेमोरी ग्लैंड, स्वेट ग्लैंड्स एंड सेबेशियस ग्लैंड. सो नाउ लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द स्किन प्रॉपर. स्टूडेंट्स, जो स्किन प्रॉपर है उसको हम फर्दर डिवाइड करते हैं एपिडर्मिस और डर्मिस में. ओके, सो एपिडर्मिस को भी हमने लेयर वाइज पढ़ेंगे. सो देयर आर 3 layers in the epidermis. These 3 layers together will form epidermis. So which are the 3 layers? The first is the conified layer, the second layer is the granular layer, and the third layer is the Malpighian layer. So these 3 layers are going to make epidermis, and the second part of skin proper is the dermis. So you can see the image of epidermis here. So we are going to talk about this epidermis in detail. So skin proper का सबसे पहला पार्ट जो हम पढ़ रहे हैं वो है epidermis. तो कैसा है ये पार्ट बच्चों? The epidermis is the outer thinner part. पतला है ये. This is not thick. ओके, सो एपिडर्मिस अगर हम डर्मिस से कंपेयर करेंगे तो डर्मिस थिक रहेगा, लेकिन एपिडर्मिस कैसा है हमारा? ये हमारा थिनर पार्ट है, पतला सा लेयर है. ओके, इसमें भले ही 3 लेयर है जो हमने पढ़ा अभी, है ना, कॉनिफाइड, ग्रैनुलर एंड मेल्पिगियन लेयर. ये 3 लेयर से बनेगा, लेकिन कंपेरेटिवली डर्मिस से एपिडर्मिस पतला रहेगा. ओके, आउटर थिनर पार्ट रहेगा. और ये किससे बनता है? एपिडर्मिस इज फॉर्म्ड बाय stratified epithelium. Stratified epithelium क्या है students? It is a tissue which is formed by multiple layers. Okay, so हमारा जो epidermis है वो stratified epithelium से बना हुआ है, and sometimes it is very hard. Okay, in some places it is very hard. For example, you can talk about is palms and the sole. Especially on the heels, the layer is harder. And the last important point is it is devoid of blood supply. It means the epidermis is the outermost layer, right? It will lack its own blood supply. That means the epidermis is devoid of blood supply. There is no blood supply in the epidermis. Okay? सी स्टूडेंट्स, ठंडियों में कई बार क्या होता है, हमारे पाम की स्किन निकलती है. ओके, सो ये सब में हमको ब्लीडिंग क्यों नहीं होता है? बिकॉज देर इज़ नो ब्लड सप्लाई इन द एपिडर्मिस. ओके, तो ये जो पीलिंग होता है स्किन का, तो उसमें हमको कोई भी ब्लीडिंग होती नहीं है, बिकॉज एपिडर्मिस हमारा रिमूव हो रहा है, निकल रहा है. ओके, इन सम कंडीशंस स्पेशली ड्यूरिंग विंटर्स. सो बिकॉज इट इज़ डिवॉइड ऑफ ब्लड सप्लाई, देर इज़ नो ब्लड सप्लाई, हमारा स्किन जब पील ऑफ भी होता है तो भी हमें ब्लीडिंग नहीं हो रही है. ओनली व्हेन एपिडर्मिस इज पीलिंग ऑफ. सो एज आई टोल्ड यू अर्ली, एपिडर्मिस को हमने 3 लेयर्स में डिवाइड किया है, कॉनिफाइड, ग्रैनुलर एंड मेल्पिजियन लेयर. ओके, सो द वेरी फर्स्ट लेयर ऑफ एपिडर्मिस इज द कॉनिफाइड लेयर. स्टूडेंट्स, इस लेयर को हम स्ट्रैटम कॉनियम भी बोलते हैं, जस्ट बिकॉज यहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा कॉनिफिकेशन होता है. कॉनिफिकेशन क्या है स्टूडेंट्स? ये एक प्रोसेस है जिससे जो एक सेल्स रहते हैं केराटिनोसाइट्स कन्वर्ट होते हैं कॉनियोसाइट्स में. तो इसी लेयर में ये टेक प्लेस होता है. केराटिनोसाइट्स कन्वर्ट होते हैं कॉनियोसाइट्स में. ओके, और कॉनियोसाइट्स कुछ नहीं है बल्कि ये डेड केराटिनोसाइट्स हैं जो कि हमारे को प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं फ्रॉम एनी हार्म्स लाइक harsh light, heat and pathogens. Okay, so क्योंकि ये conversion हमारे इस layer में take place होता है, which is the outermost layer, we are calling it the conified layer, or also we can call it stratum corneum. Okay students, so as I told you, ये क्या है, dead keratinocytes है. So यहाँ पे क्या है, flattened dead cells हमको piled up मिलते हैं, and these cells are made up of fibrous structural protein, that is the keratin. हमने बोला ना keratinocytes dead, जो डेड केराटिनोसाइट्स है वो ही यहाँ पे कॉर्नियोसाइट्स का पूरा एक लेयर बनाएंगे. ओके, पाइल्ड अप हो जाएंगे. एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, दीज सेल्स विल time to time get worn away. Okay, they get shed and they will be replaced by the new cells, okay, which are arising from the deeper layer. Now we will study about the deeper layers also. So वहाँ पे जो new cells बन रहे हैं वो ऊपर भेजे जाएंगे और वो conified layer में जाके arrange होंगे. Conified layer is a tough layer and it will provide resistance for many things, especially mechanical damage, as we have studied in the functions. Secondly, for the bacterial infection it will give resistance, and also it prevent the water loss due to evaporation. So let's quickly revise about the conified layer. It is made up of flattened dead cells, जो कि क्या है, एक तरीके के डेड केराटिन सेल्स हैं. ओके, केराटिनोसाइट्स है. And we know these cells will get worn away and shed and also replaced by the new cells. और वो नए cells कहाँ बन रहे हैं, इनके नीचे वाली layers में बनेंगे वो new cells. Okay, then it is a tough layer. It will offer resistance against the mechanical damage, bacterial infection and prevent the loss of water due to evaporation. Students, I hope you have understood the conified layer, how it is functioning and how it is made, and why the name stratum corneum given to this layer. Now going to the next layer, that is the granular layer. It is also known as stratum granulosum due to the presence of keratohyalin granules. Students, इसका नाम granular layer क्यों है, क्योंकि इसमें जो प्रोटीन केराटिन है ना, उसकी ग्रैन्यूल्स प्रेजेंट है. सो इसको हम बोलते हैं ग्रैनुलर लेयर. ये मिडिल लेयर है और ये कैसी है, थिन है, लेकिन एक ही नहीं है. ओके, थिन लेयर है लेकिन 2-3 सब लेयर्स प्रेजेंट है और वो फ्लैटेंड सेल से बनी हुई है. सो इट इज़ थिन, इट इज़ द मिडिल लेयर बट सिंगल नहीं है. ओके, देयर इज़ 2 to 3 सब लेयर्स ऑफ द फ्लैटेंड सेल्स. Students, as the keratinocytes get aged, they will migrate out, okay, and they will become flattened, okay, and they will be sent through the conified layer. Then, what is the function? The function is acting as a barrier, okay, it is acting as a barrier. We have studied in the functions of skin that skin acts as a barrier. So, here is the granular layer which is acting as a barrier. Now coming to the third layer of epidermis, which is the innermost layer, the Malpighian layer. Students, the Malpighian layer is named after Marsilio Malpighi, who was an Italian biologist and physician who was honored for the contribution to dactyloscopy. Okay, it is also known as stratum Malpighi. It is a germinative layer. Okay, this is the innermost layer of epidermis. It is highly active. Okay, the cells are actively dividing. Okay, और division की वजह से what is happening? They are making new cells. They are producing new cells, and thus they will press these cells. They will shift outwards. Where they will go? They will go to the outermost conified layer. क्योंकि outermost conified layer के जो cells है हमने बोला वो क्या हो जाते हैं, worn out हो जाते हैं, shed out हो जाते हैं regularly. Yes, so जो new cells हमने पढ़ा था in the first layer conified layer, वो कहाँ से आ रहे थे? हमने बोला था वो नीचे की लेयर से आ रहे हैं. सो दिस इज द लेयर विच इज मेकिंग द new cells and it is shifting outwards towards the conified layer. I hope you have understood what is the Malpighian layer and why the name Malpighian layer is given, and how it is producing the new cells and it is shifting to the conified layer. Now we will talk about a very interesting point, a pigment which is present in the skin in the Malpighian layer. This pigment is none other than the melanin. Okay, so the pigment which is responsible for the coloration of the skin, the complexion of the skin is the melanin. Students, the quantity of melanin will vary depending upon the races. So for example, if we talk about the African Negroes, they have a high quantity of melanin, whereas the Europeans, which are fairer complexion, have less amount of melanin, whereas Indian, the complexion is wheatish, right? So we have also more melanin compared to Europeans, but definitely less melanin compared to African Negroes. So the quantity of melanin varies from different races to races. Now we are going to see some abnormal conditions related to this pigment. The very first condition is named as leukoderma. Derma means skin. Okay, so leukoderma, which is also known as vitiligo. This is a type of skin pigmentation, and in places, in some areas, the melanin is completely lost. There is no melanin production. Okay, there is no melanin present there, so there appears a white patches. Okay, small patches appears in the body. The cause is still not known. So this is the condition which is abnormal condition of skin due to the absence of melanin, the pigment which is responsible for the coloration of skin. The complexion is absent in some places. The second abnormal condition is the albinism. Here there is complete loss of pigmentation. The melanin is completely absent. You can see in the picture everything is fair, white, right? The eyebrows, the eyelashes, and even the iris which is present in the eyes will not have melanin. So the skin will appear pinkish just because of the underlying blood capillaries. उनके नीचे जो blood capillaries है उनकी वजह से skin pinkish नज़र आती है. And the cause is due to inheritance. What does it mean? Students, अगर पेरेंट्स को एल्बिनिज्म है तो उनके जितने भी चाइल्ड प्रोड्यूस होंगे they all will be a albino child. Okay, so this is inherited. The albino couple will produce all albino children. As I told you, melanin is a pigment responsible for the coloration of skin. But sometimes in fair colored people, they will also become tan. Okay, due to the continued exposure of sunlight. The face and the other part may also get tan. But they will get their original color. They will get their original complexion if this exposure is cut down. Okay, अगर sunlight का एक्सपोजर जो उनको कंटिन्यूस पड़ रहा है अगर वो धीरे धीरे बंद हो जाएगा तो उनका जो कॉम्प्लेक्शन है वो वापस रीगेन कर लेते हैं. ओके, सो दिस वाज ऑल अबाउट द एपिडर्मिस. नाउ क्विकली वी विल जंप टू द सेकेंड पार्ट ऑफ द स्किन प्रॉपर, द डर्मिस. So the dermis is the inner thicker layer of connective tissue made up of elastic fibers. Okay, ये thick layer है. Epidermis पतली layer थी, thin थी, लेकिन dermis thick layer है. Okay, and at places it becomes very thick, like palm and soles. It is very thick and very thin, and at times it become very thin also. For example, in the eyelids. And the dermis is richly supplied with blood vessels, nerve fibers, sensory organs, hair follicles, and the sweat glands. Here sensory organs means the nerve ending, okay, that will provide the sense of touch and thermoregulation. So ये सब डर्मिस से कनेक्टेड है. यहाँ पे ये सारे स्ट्रक्चर्स रहेंगे. ब्लड वेसल रहेगा, नर्व फाइबर्स, द सेंसरी ऑर्गन्स, द नर्व एंडिंग, हेयर फॉलिकल्स एंड इवन द स्वेट ग्लैंड्स. Now let's see the structure of dermis. So the dermis, it will have numerous small processes, okay. ऐसे projected raised structure है, okay, pointed raised structures हैं जिसमें क्या present है, blood capillaries, nerve ending, वो सब चीज़ें present है. तो ये जो raised numerous स्मॉल प्रोसेसेस प्रेजेंट है, इनको हम बोलते हैं पैपिले, जिसके अंदर नर्व एंडिंग एंड ब्लड कैपिलरीज प्रेजेंट है. स्टूडेंट्स, ये पैपिले जो प्रोजेक्शन है ये किधर घुसते अंदर? दे विल एंटर दी एपिडर्मिस, ओके, दे विल एंटर दी एपिडर्मिस. ये जो नर्व एंडिंग है ये हमको फील कराती है, हमको सेंस करवाती है डिफरेंट सेंसेशंस, राइट. So the sensation like touch and pain can be experienced, can be sensed just because of this papillae which is present in the dermis. And what about the other senses like pressure, pain? These senses also we are able to feel, right? So these sense receptors are present in the deeper part, okay. ये अंदर deep part में present है receptors इनके. Student, there is one more layer which is deep inside, and this is known as the hypodermis, also known as the subcutaneous tissue, which is made up of fat, and it protects the internal organs, maintain the body temperature, and store the fat cells for energy. Students, I hope you have understood the skin proper thoroughly, both the layers epidermis and dermis. In my next video, I will be teaching you about the different derivatives of the skin. Till then, keep revising and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, My Classroom with Prema Ma'am. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.